Hello， 大家好，歡迎嚟到 Wake and Watch 呢個系列，別讓老基督徒拋窒你。大家喺新冠病毒肆虐嗰陣，老基督徒會咁講：點解仲要去教會呢？嚟嚟去去都係講嗰啲嘢，上網睇下 Good TV 咪仲好。咁多個美國牧師講道，我日日睇噶，有直播又有中文翻譯。我哋教會入面嘅牧師傳道都冇佢哋講得咁好。去教會感染咗病毒就唔好啦。學似我咁啊，每日網上靈糧啊。疫情解封之後，嗰啲老基督徒又會咁講：我習慣咗網上面聽到噶啦。你淨係喺星期日去教會，我日日睇 Good TV， 日日敬拜主。而家返教會就不必啦，聽埋嗰啲道咁無聊。你睇我呢幾年嘅屬靈成長係咪快過你好多呢？嗱，網上面聽唔同牧師講道，呢個睇下，嗰個又睇下。其實都會好瀨嘢噶。今集教嘅原文係 Amen， 或者希伯來文係佢哋都係指牧師嘅意思，但係希伯來語係牧羊人。喺今集先講牧羊人呢個字。喺舊約入面，創世紀4章2節，亞伯係聖經中最早嘅牧羊人。當時如果有人積累了羊群、牛群、駱駝，佢算係一個富有嘅牧羊人。係因為得到上帝嘅祝福。以下就係舊約記載過一啲富有嘅牧羊人：亞伯拉罕、以撒、拉班、雅各、摩西嘅岳父米甸祭司葉忒羅、約伯，住喺伯利恆大衛嘅父親耶西。之後為咗喺以拉谷與哥利亞作戰，大衛最終將自己嘅羊群留俾人哋。喺阿摩司書1章1節同7章14至15節講到，阿摩司以牧羊人為職業。牧羊人喺地中海地區係一個好常見嘅職業。呢句經文要讀一讀。喺上集都講過乜嘢係先知門徒啦。7章14節，阿摩司對亞瑪謝說：我原不是先知，也不是先知的門徒，我是牧人，又是修理桑樹的。耶和華選召我，使我不跟從羊群。對我說：你去向我民以色列說預言。另外，牧羊人負責將羊群聚集一齊，並尋找迷失嘅羊。喺新約時代，牧羊人可以係一個職業，專門照顧、餵養同看守羊群。我哋嚟睇下約翰福音第10章，呢度大家都好熟啦。我是好牧人，好牧人為羊捨命。若是雇工，不是牧人，羊也不是他自己的。他看見狼來，就撇下羊逃走，狼抓住羊，趕散了羊群。雇工逃走，因他是雇工，並不顧念羊。我是好牧人，我認識我的羊，我的羊也認識我，正如父認識我，我也認識父一樣，並且我為羊捨命。我另外有羊，不是這圈裏的，我必須領他們來，他們也要聽我的聲音，並且要合成一群，歸一個牧人了。呢幾節經文當然有更深嘅意思啦。不過我哋照字面睇，得知到一啲牧羊人嘅職責，以及牧羊人原來有兩種。第一種係好牧人，而另一種係僱傭式嘅牧人，即係僱工。咁樣我哋可以做一個對比圖，大家呢度可以睇一睇。不如我講個真人真事啦。我認識一位香港嘅老牧師，佢喺澳洲牧養咗佢嘅教會有10幾20年。但係教會入面絕大部分嘅人係大陸人，好難明佢講嘅香港式國語。另外，老牧師講嘅道閒閒地都1-2粒鐘，佢冇稿跟住讀，又唔理時間限制，時不時都會離晒題。呢啲事情都係教會入邊嘅同工吐苦水話俾我知嘅。教友默默忍受好多年，有啲頂唔順就走咗。喺疫情發生嗰陣，呢位老牧師要入院做手術，感謝主，手術係成功嘅。但係大家都唔知道老牧師要休養幾耐，所以教會上頭諗住請一位嚟自新加坡嘅華人牧師嚟頂替佢。呢位中年新加坡牧師開價1年要8萬蚊澳幣嘅人工。老牧師認為呢個價錢實在係獅子開大口，但係由於澳洲華人牧師的確好難請，仲要係中英文都好嘅就更加少。教會唯有妥協呢筆費用，幫呢個臨時僱工搞咗個簽證。 當教友一心諗住呢位牧師係神安排嘅同埋開路嘅，並認為中年牧師應該會竭盡所能牧養佢哋，殊不知過咗1-2個月，發生另一件事。老牧師康復得七七八八，突然收到一封解僱信，話佢因為年紀老邁，應該要退休，唔適合牧會。老牧師最後都要接受啦，因為死拗都冇用啦。當佢諗住留翻喺自己嘅教會幫下呢個新嚟嘅牧師，點知教會上頭叫佢同師母都唔好留喺教會。後來10幾個教友又吐苦水，話呢個新嚟嘅牧師連最基本嘅家訪都冇乜點做，每周原有嘅禱告會都取消埋，冇小組，冇教會團體活動，搞到好多教友回想起當年老牧師搞嘅聚會。呢個僱工局簽證有排都未到期，所以好多教友選擇離開教會。我專登講呢件事出嚟，係俾大家知道牧人同埋僱工嘅分別。老牧師同師母畢竟牧養教會咁多年，自然將教友如同家人看待，嗰啲生日、洗禮、婚禮、葬禮都係親力親為。只係因為老牧師嘅教導有時走咗焦，教友冇體諒之餘，反而要求要請新牧師。呢個新牧師係僱工，自然睇錢唔顧人。如果你係牧師，請你記住，牧師呢個頭銜唔係開幾場佈道會嚟賺錢，唔係專業技術移民攞高分。唔好忘記，神喺羊群中選召你哋出嚟，目的係帶領、餵養同保護教會入面嘅弟兄姊妹，並提供適當嘅援助。呢班人係主嘅羊，唔係你嘅羊。好多牧師想要羊群越嚟越多，自己會研發一啲傳福音嘅運動，目標就係要成為一間 mega church。每個國家都有自己嘅教會，我諗就係呢種虛榮感，導致嗰啲有虛榮感嘅牧師忘記咗呢段經文。使徒行傳第6章，那時門徒增多，有說希臘話的猶太人向希伯來人發怨言，因為在天天的供給上忽略了他們的寡婦。12使徒叫眾門徒來，對他們說：我們撇下神的道去管理飯食，原是不合宜的。所以弟兄們，當從你們中間選出7個有好名聲、被聖靈充滿、智慧充足的人，我們就派他們管理這事。但我們要專心以祈禱傳道為事。好明顯喺管理方面係唔關牧師事。彼得前書第5章2至3節，按着神旨意照管他們，不是出於勉強，乃是出於甘心；也不是因為貪財，乃是出於樂意；也不是管轄所託付你們的，乃是作群羊的榜樣。你睇呢個牧師唔係因為貪財而成為階下囚，唔係因為用獨裁嘅方式管轄神嘅羊群。佢哋點樣做群羊的榜樣呢？當一啲唔識分別披着羊皮嘅狼嘅牧師，或者佢冇責任去保護羊群，你認為受傷嘅羊經過咁嘅牧師嘅教導會自己好返嘅咩？喺片尾呢間眾所周知澳洲最出名嘅 Mega Church 教會有1-2位受害人，牧師係做旁觀者啊，抑或去趕走披着羊皮嘅色狼呢？希望今集可以幫到你，唔好俾老基督徒拋窒你。我哋下集繼續講牧師呢個希臘文字，下次見，拜拜。
American Anna Crenshaw moved to Sydney to study at Hillsong College in 2016, drawn to the church's vibrant energy. How would you describe the Hillsong community at that time?
In the beginning, it was awesome. It was a lot of fun, a lot of energy, just meeting new people and new friends from all around the world, and in Australia. It was really cool.
There was a strong social life for the young community at Hillsong College, but that friendly feeling was shattered in 2016 when Anna was at a gathering of several church members, including Jason Mays, a married Hillsong administrator.
I was sitting at a table next to my good friend, and then Jason was sitting at the end of the table. And through the night, then he moved and sat next to me alongside of the table. And that's when he put his hand on my thigh. And at that point, I just froze and didn't know what to do.
Feeling extremely uncomfortable, Anna decided to leave. But then Jason groped her.
So he was still sitting and I was standing next to him getting ready to walk out, and he grabbed me and put his hands like all around my waist, in between my legs, touching my crotch and my butt, and he lifted up my shirt and was kissing my stomach like, "Don't go." And then I was trying to pull away from him, and then I did get away, and he was stumbling out the door trying to follow us, and he was saying, "I want to go with you. I want to go with you guys."
Do you have any doubt about what he was trying to do?
No, I think it's evident where he was heading and what he was thinking.
Anna felt violated and didn't know what to do. Eventually, though, in 2018, she decided to tell Hillsong's leadership about the incident. But she says she didn't feel supported and claims that after 3 months, they still hadn't even bothered to question the alleged offender, Jason Mays. On top of that, bizarrely, Jason's wife was then appointed Anna's new church leader.
You know, I felt like I was the one who was in trouble, not him. I felt like I was doing the right thing by coming forward, but they made it into like an issue that I was bringing up for no reason in their opinion.
5 months after reporting the assault to Hillsong, a despondent Anna reached out to her dad, who is himself a pastor at his own church back in Pennsylvania. When you boil it down, do you think Hillsong wanted Anna to be silenced?
No doubt. Hillsong Church would certainly rather not have this go public.
Ed Crenshaw was appalled when he learned about his daughter's assault and, more specifically, the inaction from Hillsong. Ed says it was only when he intervened that Hillsong finally handed the matter to police. Do you feel like if you hadn't have got involved that Hillsong would have just swept this under the carpet and never involved police?
I have no doubt about that. And even once the police were involved, they didn't fully cooperate. Everything is centered on trying to keep her story quiet for 5 months, to try to obscure it, to try to minimize it, and to try to get Anna, I think, ultimately, to drop it.
Jason Mays was eventually charged with indecent assault and pleaded guilty when the case came before the court here in Penrith. Given the Hillsong employee had now finally admitted to assaulting a young female student at the church's college, Anna Crenshaw assumed he would lose his job. She was wrong. In your mind, did you think, okay, that's it, surely Hillsong has to cut ties with him now?
I thought so, but then I found out from LinkedIn that he was given a better job during that time.
According to a statement from Hillsong, Jason Mays was given a second chance because despite his guilty plea, some other people did not fully corroborate Anna's version of events. They further said, one of the cornerstones of our biblical beliefs as Christians is forgiveness and redemption. It is important Jason is allowed this as well. However, the Crenshaws believe Jason Mays was given preferential treatment because his father is Hillsong's head of human resources. What message does that send to other people within Hillsong?
I think as the father of a Hillsong college student, it says you can send your students to our college, but don't count on us to take care of them. And I think that's a horrendous message.
Is it a case of rules for some?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jason Mays is part of an elite culture where it's rules for thee, but not for me.
The decision to shelter Jason Mays upset a number of people within the Hillsong community, so church leader Brian Houston tried to clear the air. Houston, you might remember, is close friends with Prime Minister Scott Morrison.
You know, you just walk the path that God gives you.
A friendship that turned controversial last year when the PM tried to take Houston with him to a dinner at the White House. But when it came to the Jason Mays scandal, it was the Hillsong leader preaching diplomacy, reassuring staff that everything had been handled appropriately.
One thing I do know is we're not talking about a sexual predator here. We're talking about a young man, young married man, who did something stupid, got much drunker than he should, which is an issue we've got to keep addressing, and got himself in a bad situation. That's it.
But if you think that response was tone deaf, what Houston did next was even more outrageous. To deflect attention, he took to Twitter to share that Anna had also been abused as a child at her father's church in Pennsylvania. The Hillsong leader quickly realised the error of his ways and deleted the tweet. He admitted to his mistake, saying, "I foolishly included information that was wrong for me to share. To rightfully be more respectful of privacy, I deleted my comment. I apologise for any pain I have caused. I know better and will do better."
The tweet, while it was hurtful, it did just show everyone the attitude that I had been receiving from Hillsong for the past few years. And I think that apologizing just for the tweet without any apology for what has happened and what I've been through is very shallow apology.
Sadly, Anna's story is not unique. Since going public, she's been contacted by a number of other former Hillsong members who claim the church is more worried about protecting the brand than protecting its people.
And then after he was done, he just pulled up his pants and he just left without saying a word.